So let's start our today's lecture. Today's topic is basically there are some relationship between the banker and the customer. So our today's lecture is regarding the banker customer relationship, and we will discuss only two topics in today's lecture. One is garnish order and the second is banker's lien. Garnish order and banker's lien. And we will also discuss some questions regarding these two concepts or two topics. And this topic basically regarding with respect to the accounts, because these types of orders or basically terms applies on the accounts, because banking is basically with respect to the customer account. So all things are happen with to the customer account. Anyone know what is the garnish order or banker's lien? Anyone know? Then please comment in the chat box what is the definition or any simple definition of banker's lien or garnish order. So please respond. What is garnish order or banker's lien? Garnish order is given by court. And what is banker's lien? What is banker's lien? Garnish order is given by court is correct one. Now what is banker's lien? Anyone know what is the difference between two? So let's start our today's lecture. Garnish order. First of all, we have to discuss what is the meaning of garnish order. Basically, garnish order is an order of the court. So who gives that type of order? Basically, that type of order is given by the court, obtained by a judgment creditor, attaching the funds belonging to a judgment debtor. Here, what is the meaning of judgment creditor? Who is judgment creditor and judgment debtor? Anyone know who is judgment creditor and judgment debtor? Because garnish order is an order of the court obtained by the judgment creditor, attaching the funds belonging to a judgment debtor in the hands of his debtors, including a bank. Basically, bank is called garnish, advising not to release the money until directed by the court to do so. Basically, the amount by issuing or by receiving the garnish order, the amount kept in the account of the customer is put to be in hold condition. So what is the first of all we have to discuss who is judgment creditor and judgment debtor. Anyone know who is judgment creditor and judgment debtor? If you don't know, then please comment, sir, we don't know regarding that, so that we can discuss. At least I want your response.
हेलो
Yes.
सर, इसे इजी लैंग्वेज में समझाएंगे थोड़ा एग्जैक्टली?
मैं वही चीज कह रहा हूं कि मैं आपको समझाता हूँ, एटलीस्ट मुझे इनका मीनिंग बताएं आप कि आपको पता है या नहीं पता कुछ।
सर, इसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता है और आप थोड़ा इजी वे में समझाएंगे तो बेटर रहेगा प्लीज।
हाँ, मैं समझाता हूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। कैन आई स्पीक इन हिंदी? इज इट एनी स्टूडेंट not able to understand Hindi? Otherwise, I will speak only in English.
हिंदी में समझाइए प्लीज सर।
Okay, fine. So basically, garnish order. I will speak in both languages. Don't worry. Garnish order एक इस तरह का ऑर्डर होता है बेसिकली, जो कोर्ट के द्वारा दिया जाता है। जजमेंट क्रेडिटर basically here means judgment creditor is bank and judgment creditor is bank customer. So basically, garnish order is given by the court, obtained by a bank, attaching the funds belonging to a customer. So basically, in the garnish order, basically the funds is to be put on hold by the bank. This is the simple way. Garnish order. And under which act basically garnish order is issued? Garnish, basically this order is issued under the Indian Civil Procedure Code or ICPC. ICPC order number 21, rule 46 of this act. Basically this order is issued under ICPC Act. Hope all of you understand what is the garnish order. And the hold on the customer account is released only. And the hold on the customer account is released only by the order of the court. Otherwise, bank has not any power to release the money of the customer. What's your doubt, Raj, here? Please mute yourself, all of you. Important topic. So listen carefully. What's your, if any student has any doubt here, then please speak. Otherwise, we can continue further. So what, basically in simple language, garnish order, it is an order issued by the court. An order is issued to the bank. Basically, order is issued to the bank attaching the funds belonging to the customer. Basically, in this, the funds of the customer is to be put on hold as per the order given by the court. This is in simple language the meaning of garnish order. So let's move further. A garnish order served on a bank attaches the credit balance in the account of the customer named to the extent specified in the order. Basically, in the garnish order, customer name is mentioned, customer name and account is mentioned, to hold the funds or basically the credit balance of that customer. Yes, I will explain with you regarding an example like there is a dispute between two persons of a firm. Like there is a partnership firm and there is a dispute between two persons regarding some funds. And one of the person visit to the court. And in regarding further discussions on the case, first of all, what is the order given by the court? First of all, order given by the court is to stop the operation of that account so that further no operation will be done. So basically this is the example in simple case. Wait some time. We will discuss one by one, step by step, and we will discuss also questions here so that you will understand the concept clearly. Basically further, if amount is mentioned in the garnish order, then up to that much amount is to be put on hold. And if no amount is specified, the order attaches all sums owing and accruing to the customer as on the date and time it is served and received by the bank. If there is no amount is mentioned in the order, then all the amount present in the customer account at the time of receiving the garnish order is to be put on hold by the bank. Checks presented after service of the garnish order, basically check which are presented for the clearing or cash withdrawal after receiving the garnish order should be returned with the remark refer to drawer. All checks are returned with which basically with which remark refer to the drawer. The order can relate only to the present balance in the account of the customer. That is the amount due and accruing due or payable to the customer at the time of the receipt of the order. Main point and the question basically arises, is the garnish order basically relate to the present balance or to the future balance also? The garnish order can relate only to the present balance in the account of the customer. Like one question here, you will answer the question, head office of a Popular Bank Limited. Basically, there is one bank, name is Popular Bank Limited, and the head office of that bank is located in Delhi. The series garnish order. So what will happen? Basically, head office of any bank receive garnish order. A, the order shall apply to all the branches under jurisdiction of that court. B, the order shall not apply to branches at all. C, the order is invalid. D is the order shall be applicable to specific branches around Delhi. So what is the answer of this question? Very easy question. Basically here, first of all, you have to understand the head office. If any order is received by the head office, then it will be applicable to all the branches under jurisdiction of that court. Basically, location is only mentioned of that with respect to the head office. So the order shall applicable to all branches under jurisdiction of that court. The correct answer is option number A. It's account level, not branch level. What is the meaning? Basically, what are you trying to say that? So hope all of you now understand what is the garnish order. Let's move further. Question number 2, which we will discuss later. First of all, we have to understand this. Banks' do's and don'ts